Welcome to beautiful Charlotte Motor Speedway as the sun sets and the lights come on here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Field is gridding up for tonight's first of 5 weeks of the Sidewinder Racing Experience Race of Champions. All of our champions are locked into this main event. We already ran the Open a little while ago, and 8 drivers transferred into the main event along with our 6 that are locked in already. The 6 locked in, 2 of them are previous champions in the series.
We let an open car sit on the pole? What is this?
Hayden interrupting me. Ian Montrose is your pole sitter in the 1. The field rolls out there.
He's wearing his plug.
Ian transferred in from the main. Be starting on pole. Trenton Sneed, Super Speedway champion. He'll start on the outside front row. Bill Rivard transferred in from the Open. He'll start in the 3rd spot. Hayden Law, he was champion multiple times this season. He'll start there in the 4th spot. Mike Edwards in the Shrekmobile, another Open car that transferred in, starting 5th. Diego Turbe, the GT3 Series champion, starts in 6th. Dalton Hayes transferred his way in the Scooby-Doo ride. He'll start in 7th. Cody Brown transferred in. Exciting transfer battle. He was right there in the thick of it, trying to get in as the Bubble Boy. He'll start in the 8th spot. Casey Graves, he is defending champion in the Race of Champions. That's how he locked himself in. Lucas Heusman, multi-time champion during the 2025 Spring Series, so he is locked in through championship winning. Blake Giglio won the first ever championship in the Race of Champions, so his M9 Performance Chrome and Red machine there is locked in for all the main events in this 5-week series. Brad Wilson, he transferred in that OG gear machine. Ryan File transferred in as well, so the 2 teammates starting 12th and 13th. And Jeremy Scherer, last one in the Dr. Pepper car, snuck in there at the end, knocking out Cliff Mullins, and Cliff usually does very well in this series, so tough blow for Mullins and crew there as he does not make the main event. 25 laps in feature number 1, then we'll invert the field and run it again. Green flag out in the air. You hear a few cars bouncing off each other, giving pushes there at the start of the race. Ian Montrose getting a decent jump there, but not as good as he has been. As Trenton Sneed getting the push from Hayden Lull. Up there on that top side, giving it a go. Oh, we got a wiggler back there. I think that's Ryan File, big time out of shape. Ian Montrose battles Trenton Sneed, Hayden Lull right there. See Trenton actually rubbing the wall a little bit. Sparks flying off that 81 white and black machine. Well, we made it through 1 lap. Did better than the Open. Hayden to the bottom. Mike Edwards right on his tail. Trenton Sneed dropping back a little. Hayden's taking over 2nd. Mike Edwards trying to take 3rd from Trenton. Montrose started on pole, holding on to the lead so far. Bill Rivard takes over the 4th spot. Trenton continues to drift back. Mike Edwards goes up the hill. Hayden Law is closing in on Ian Montrose in a hurry.
All of it.
Driver chat back in here. Are we going to 3 wide? Not quite. Bill Rivard thought about it. Trenton back to the bottom. Gets Bill Rivard now working on Mike Edwards, trying to get back to the top 3. So far things going a lot better. And in our Open. Montrose leads another lap. Run 2 races. Both races count for points, and both races count for stats in SRL. So Montrose getting laps led added to his lap led total in SRL. Top 5 goes single file as Trenton gets up in front of Dalton Hayes and dives to the inside of Bill Rivard. Hayden trying to apply pressure to the inside of Ian Montrose. There's Lucas Heusman into the fray. Black and dark gray, I guess. 712 brakes car. Kind of looks black from this angle, but it's like a dark gray. Rivard and Sneed still battle now for 4th. Edwards starts to look to the outside. Hayden Law. Quite get his nose out there, but he's going to keep trying. Meanwhile, Hayden wants to go for the lead. Gets inside Ian Montrose, gets him up off the bottom. 5 laps into the run, Hayden trying to take the lead. Wraps his Napa machine around the bottom, starts to push up, gets out of shape. He's going to get the back end around collecting in Montrose. Bill Rivard and Hayden has taken a couple with him this time. Mike Edwards is in there. It looked like Diego Turbe may have just gotten knocked around to the 88. And that has wadded up a lot of cars in this first feature, and unfortunately for them, there are no fast repairs. So a lot of cars are very much destroyed here. And that 88, that's probably race over for that team. Diego Iturbe winning the GT3 series. He's picked up a damaged meatball, which means that car must come down for repairs. Let's go back and take a look at what happened, but it looked like Hayden Lowell just kind of lost it.
Checking up the pace car, middle back straight.
Hayden inside Ian Montrose here. Back end starts to kick out, and he saves that one. Then starts to slide again. He tries to catch it, but unfortunately drifts up into Ian Montrose. Takes out Edwards, takes out Montrose. Rivard goes around. Looks like Rivard makes additional contact late in this wreck. Let's see who else gets collected. Tags the outside wall there, spins around, and then right there, Blake Giglio collects him, sends him back up into Cody Brown. Cody was going to be okay, it looked like, until Bill got pushed up there by the 16 of Blake Giglio. Let's see if Blake's car is all that bad. And there's some right front damage to the 16. We go through and take a look for damage. Lucas' car looks alright. A lot of cars hitting the pit lane. You do get free tires here, so if you want to come down and take them, you can. I think Lucas may have been caught off guard by that. Everybody else hitting the pit lane. Trenton's got a little nose damage. He'll try to pull that out, I'm sure. Aerodynamics definitely a factor at Charlotte. Diego Iturbe, this car is absolutely junked. He's got a meatball. He's going to be forced to sit there and repair this car, and it may knock him out of the race entirely. We'll see how long it takes the crew to get that thing going again. Montrose missing a nose. He'll probably want to get that thing put back on, so he'll sit there and take repairs as long as possible. Trenton, I'm sure, will take damage repair. Casey Graves down in the way. He'll rejoin the race in second. You see everyone else. Seems like they got some kind of damage. All these pit stops are pretty lengthy. Dalton Hayes had a 23-second stop. I think he maybe just had a little fender to pull out. Ryan File came out in fourth, third car from the pit lane. Everyone else is still down there taking repairs. It's like Blake Giglio.
Did anybody besides me and Lucas not have damage?
Right front damage on the 16.
I'm chilling.
At least that open driver could keep his car straight, huh?
Mm.
You know what? I deserve that. I totally deserve that.
That was pretty funny.
Congratulations to Hayden Lowell for causing the biggest SRX wreck ever.
That is true.
Wasn't expecting less.
Hayden setting records. Does like to do that.
You've heard of hung money. Like, get ready for hung Hayden.
Oh no. I'm not touching that one with a 50-foot bowl.
I think the only thing that's hung after that is everyone's throttle, because their cars are fucking totaled.
Well, the big one at Charlotte is not something I thought I would say tonight. Got a restart? You get a second race. You get one more race to go, and you get to start near the front now in that second race. Yeah, Cody, you pretty much had it missed until Blake shot the 10 back up into the outside wall, and you just happened to be there. So a lot of cars extended stays on the pit lane. Blake didn't stay as long as I thought he would. He's got pretty bad right front damage and had more time to sit there and fix it if he wanted to, but I guess he thought he was good. That right front still badly damaged on the 16. He sits 5th. Jeremy Scherer is 6th. Car looks pretty good. Trenton in 7th. Car looks like it's fairly good. I don't see too much damage on that 81. Bill Rivard, the left side still torn up. Pace car is off. We got 16 laps to go when we get this green flag. There it is. Lucas Whiteside, Casey Graves going to lead us off to turn number 1. Dalton Hayes, Ryan File. And you see him on the outside there. Ryan trying to keep that nose out there. Blake Giglio digging on the inside lane, trying to take that 4th spot with the damaged fender. He don't care. Ooh, Ryan File got big out of shape to save the race car. Giglio saw it and gave him tons of room. But Ryan File, really good job saving that race car. And now we're going to try to go 3 wide as the battle for the lead between Not for the lead. For second, Casey Graves and Dalton Hayes. And then fourth place, they were 3 wide. Mike Edwards is in the grass. Jeremy Shearer came down, got his teammate on the right front corner, sends Mikey sliding around. Mikey does a good job not hitting anything, but he ends up dropping down to 12th. Hoytsman is your leader over Casey Graves, Dalton Hayes. They battle for second. Dalton always good at Charlotte. One of those guys just kind of knows going to have a good run when we come to the Emerald City. Like Cody Brown's rejoined the race. Currently 2 laps down. Dalton edging out Casey Graves there at the line. The battle for second continues. Lucas Hoytsman watching it about 3/10 up the road. Lucas all the way down to break the draft from those two. They're actually gaining on Lucas after Lucas did that. Lucas gave up a 10th to try and break the draft. Checking behind him, Trenton and Ryan File, 81 and 18. Blake may have just given somebody an edge.
That steering snapped out. All over.
Well, some dumbass hadn't stepped on his own dick, exited turn 2 on lap 4 or whatever it was. He wouldn't be in that spot.
Hayden talking about himself.
Don't be shy, dox him.
We all know who I'm talking about.
Acting like it's not him, but it was. See the CTC Cup Series champion logo on his car, and that's how he got in. Bill just tagged the wall so hard.
32 car.
Then he broke his right front and lost his nose. Fortunately, didn't collect anyone else yet. Still has to make it back to the pit lane. Oh, he's got no steering. Look out. Bill. Get down the pit lane. Oh, he missed it. He's about to ride around with a broken car. Oh, Lucas has been caught by Casey Graves. He's struggling to hang on to it. Battling hard at the front, and hopefully Bill Rivard gets his car the hell out the way. Gosh, Casey Graves go for the lead here. Well, top 5. Throw him under a blanket. Casey Graves to the point. Like Blake Giglio's car is on the pit lane. He had that right front damage. I thought he might spend a little more time to fix up, but it did not. Dalton Hayes around Lucas Hoytsman on the inside. He's trying to go to the lead. Lost the back end a little bit there. Looks like the outside lane's starting to get a pretty good momentum. 3 of our top 5 up there. Oh, Dalton Hayes absolutely loses it coming off the corner.
Motherfucker.
Ouch.
Wouldn't expect any less.
Here's our second caution.
I'll let it
It happens to the 47 down on his bottom side. We've seen a number of drivers lose it. Starts to slide out, and he just overcorrects it up into the outside lane. Collects the 18. Oof, Hayden sneaking through there. The Dalton proving once again this combination is difficult to drive. A lot of people think, oh, it's Charlotte, no problem. Several drivers have absolutely lost their race car easily. As Dalton Hayes lost the back end there and collects Ryan File on the 18. Well, a chance for some of these guys to repair some damaged race cars. Some guys could come take tires if they want to.
Have a name that starts with hay.
Looks like Brad Wilson, Cody Brown stay out. Cody not on the lead lap though.
That's a dog, man. Anyone wrecks you, you demand an apology. Where's your apology, man?
Never had the pit crew say way too much damage or done. Bill Rivard out of the race. Too much damage. That does happen these days. It's a new thing, Hunter. The last update, not like the recent one, but like the last season. So Brad Wilson stays out, takes the track position. Everyone else on the pit lane taking tires. As you see the right side's up in the air. It's like Graves and Hoytsma down and away. They took 2. And they used the track position to get up there. Hayden Lowell, 2 tires as well. He's down and away. Dalton Hayes, 4 tires for the 47. And Nightbot, you gotta chill. See Trenton Sneed out there with 4 tires and pulled out the nose, I think. Yeah, the nose is nice and fixed up on that 81 now, so he took the damage repair. Trenton basically has a brand new car and 4 fresh tires. Him and Dalton Hayes. Dalton has that left side damage from that wreck just had, and a little right side as well. Probably out there feeling it out, seeing if he can hang on to the track position. Cody Brown rolling on the apron there. Do have lucky dogs, but Cody was 2 laps down, so now he's 1 lap down. Gonna need one more lucky dog to get back into this particular race, but we do run him again here shortly. Mike Edwards gonna try to beat the pace car out, and does. Montrose trying to do the same. I think he'll be able to escape the pace car. So we'll have 8 cars in the lead lap. Cody Brown's 1 lap down in the field. Ryan Files gone a lap down, sitting there fixing damage. Bill Rivard's team out of this race. The 10 car, no right front tire after smoking the wall. The Taco Bell car going to be done for this race. Blake Iglio probably done, just because if he doesn't be up front, he doesn't get back in it. He'll be 12th. Jeremy Sherry, not sure what happened to the 15 car. But he's been sitting down here for 7 laps now. Maybe he can fill us in the chat. And Diego Turbe, we saw the wreck he was in. Sits there in 14th, still meatballed and preparing that car. 10 minutes and counting. He'll be in race number 2, though, as your pole sitter. Out on track, Brad Wilson stayed out. He is now your leader at 51. He's chosen to take the top spot. Casey Graves will start in 2nd.
I'm gonna stay low here. You guys pass me at the top.
Yeah, it was Cody Brown letting people around. Wants to get the green flag. Pace car should be getting out of her way, and there it goes. It's going to be Brad Wilson and Casey Graves at the front. These guys have worked together quite a lot. Brad jumps out to the lead. Casey Graves takes 2nd. Hayden Lowell with the damaged Napa car. Damage doesn't seem to be slowing him down too bad. Fighting for that 2nd spot. Oh, Hayden got that back end wiggling out of 2 again.
Thank you.
This time keeps it together, coming out of turn number 4. Blows past Brad Wilson. Those tires starting to pay dividends. They only took 2, but they were the right 2 apparently. Lucas Hoytsma did the same strategy. All those cars only 11 seconds, 12 seconds on the pit lane, or 2 tire stops. Brad Wilson smacks the wall. He took no tires. He's fallen to 4th. Top 3 cars all took 2 on the last stop. And they're out front with 4 to go. Dalton Hayes, the first car on 4 fresh tires. He's up to 5th. Oh, Hayden's going to lose it again. Smacks it to the outside wall, turns down, and takes out Lucas Hoytsma. Hayden Lowell, turn number 4, catches him out again. Takes Hoytsma with them. And that is our 3rd caution. Hayden Lowell.
Well, well, well.
It's like we hit replay on the cameras. Lost the back end, going across the seam, coming out of turn 4. Casey Graves, very fortunate not to get right hooked there, but collects Lucas. Lucas probably pretty unhappy. Lucas had a pretty good strategy going there. Brutal. Well, this one does have green white checkers, so I don't need to advance it. We'll just sit and wait. I think it has green white checkers. I don't know, actually. I don't know if the green white checker works on the heat. We'll find out together. It does say 24 of 26 on my timing screen, so I think we do have it for the heat. It's technically the way you set up a double feature is you have to run one as a heat and one as a main. So it does kind of funky stuff sometimes, but seeing as it shows 3 to go and it says 24-26, I think we do have the green white checkers. Should have 3 of them lined up if we need them. Brad Wilson realizing the no tire strategy is not going to win him the race, so he's going to come to the pit lane and bolt on tires. Might as well. Only 7 cars on the lead lap. You won't go back that far. And some of them are pitting behind you, so Montro's probably going to take damage repair. Lucas probably tires and damage repair since he's at the back anyway.
Come on high.
Cody Brown gets back on the lead lap. Sun drop car. He'll have to restart tail of the field, so he'll be behind anybody that pits. So Brad Wilson should come out 5th, even with Edwards, Sneed, Hayes, and Graves staying out. Lucas seems to have just rolled the pit lane. He comes out in 5th without stopping in his box. Brad Wilson did bolt on the 4 tires. Comes back out in 6th. Ian Montro's working on that nose. His car's been quite damaged ever since that large wreck that involved him and Hayden. Hayden fixing up the car again. Jeez. 3 laps down for the 56 car. Well, all right. Into overtime we go. First attempt at a possible 3 green-white checkers. Should get lights out on the pace car this time by. Then we'll have 2 laps to decide a winner here in feature number 1. Hand out the points. And move on to feature number 2 where we invert the field. Diego Turbe will be your pole sitter. Jeremy Scherer will start second. Hayden, it's been a rough night for you, buddy.
Oh, maybe not.
It's been a rough one for you, bud. You're not the only one that struggled to handle this car, but
I got a question.
it's definitely been rough.
20 minutes remaining. Is that just this race or for the whole session?
It should be just this race. That gave it 2 hours, so you should be fine. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge, which is why it's, you know, what we use for the Race of Champions. You guys got to work for it, figure it out. Not a car we drive a lot.
Sorry.
Lucas just may have nudged Trenton. You just can't go in there thinking this is a stock car to Charlotte. You know, you got to rework your brain. All right, pace cars will be getting out of our way, and we are back to the finish here of feature number 1. Casey Graves gets a huge jump. Mr. Defending Champion leads here with 2 laps to go in feature 1. It's Trenton battling Dalton Hayes, teammates at C2X. Second and third, Mike Edwards wants to get in there. Mikey trying to take third away from Dalton. He about lost the back end, and that looked like Brad Wilson did lose the back end. Got into the outside fence. Lucas Weiss was going to try to take away that 5th spot. Dalton Hayes looking inside Mike Edwards for 3rd. And it'll be white flag for Casey Graves. He crosses the stripe one more time around for the True Speed Machine. Trenton Sneed 2nd. Mike Edwards, Dalton Hayes. And then Lucas Weitzman. Lucas a good bit back. Brad Wilson unable to make those tires do anything after taking the pit stop there, and it is all Casey Graves. True Speed Machine rolls through 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, it'll be Casey Graves getting the win here in feature number 1, followed by Trenton and Edwards. Oh my gosh, crashing across the line. Brad Wilson. What happened there? He just tried to push it really hard, I think, going out of turn 4. He's trying to catch Lucas with everything he could, just couldn't get there. And that is going to be how it ends. So your feature 1 winner, Casey Graves in the 4. Let's track him down and have a quick chat with the driver of the 4 machine. If we can find him down in Discord. I see just about everybody but him. Casey! There he is. He's up in low drag. I never know what channel he's going to be hanging out in. Casey, DG, got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Never know what channel you're going to be hanging out in, but here we are. Found
Yeah,
you in low
you
drag.
never know. Go to
We
the
get-
highest bidder.
Get the win here at Charlotte in the opening round as your defending champion. How good does that feel?
Oh, it's off to a good start. I know last season started off a little rough here, but yeah, good way to start the season.
Does it feel good knowing you're locked in for the whole 5 weeks? You don't have to worry about qualifying?
I mean, I kind of like the open races because you get actual race time.
That's fair.
So, like last season, I wasn't ever too concerned. I think I won about every one of them, but
Why don't you brag a little bit, Hayden?
yeah, I might as well while I got the time. I don't know. I ran some laps in the open server while I was waiting on this spectating.
Nice. Well, congrats on the
So,
victory here in the opening round. What do you think about coming from the back in 25 laps and trying to get a double win?
Well, I came from the back in the last one, so
Fair enough. All right, man.
I'll wait for the seas to part open and give me good track position again, hopefully, and see how this goes.
We got a plan. All right, bud. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Let's see. I think this is Trenton. Trent, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we brought home P2 there in the opening race. How do we feel about points sitting so far? Pretty good. You going to get up there and get back up there from starting from the back?
I'm just trying to learn this car. This thing, it's a weird hybrid between like a COT, an X-Gen, and like a spring lace. If I can get up front, that's gonna be cool. But I'm just trying to focus on keep this thing under me.
Fair enough. Well, it worked in feature 1 and it brought you home with 2nd place. We'll see if we're talking to you at the end of this next one.
Yes, sir.
Trent Sneed qualified in through the Super Speedway Series Championship and brought home P2 there in the opening race. We'll see if we can get a repeat of that as we go track down. I believe Mikey stole 3rd there at the end. Let's go grab him and make sure I'm not wrong on that. There he is. Track these drivers down. Mikey, DG, got a copy?
Hi.
Hi. Well, you stole 3rd there right at the end in the old Shrekmobile, and pretty good points tonight for you to open this thing up. How do we feel about round number 2 here, coming from the back?
As long as I don't die. I finished 3rd with a broken race car. I was about to wreck every lap, but it was alright. Get lucky, I guess.
It is that. Well, Charlotte's been kind to you in the past. We'll see if we can get another podium finish here and feature a number 2. Good luck.
Thank you.
Mike Edwards. And for the giggles, let's find Hayden. Hayden, DG, got a copy?
Oh, no.
For the giggles, I figured I'd pull you in here and let you discuss your first feature race. How did it go?
It went about as well as it looked. I don't got much downstairs, but I still found a way to step on it twice. So, apologies to, I think, literally everyone in the field was caught up in one of my wrecks. So, apologies to Casey, Trenton, Michael, Dalton, Lucas, Ian, Cody, Brad, Ryan, Jeremy, Blake, Bill, and Diego for all being involved in my dumbassery at some point in this race.
That's impressive. Just read off the whole list of drivers.
It's concerning because it's accurate.
You always say
think-
you like to set records and be in the record book, right? You're one of those stats for nerds kind of guys, and well, you definitely set a record for the most cars involved in one wreck.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
I was telling Lucas I'm gonna go back and watch all the SRL SRX races and see if anyone has caused a bigger wreck.
They haven't, I can tell you now.
We're just gonna go to the tape and we're gonna verify.
Oh, you can confirm all day.
But if it is indeed accurate, you will see it posted in Stats for Nerds prior to next week's event.
At least we can have a good laugh about it, right? It's a good sign.
Someone, just Yeah, you gotta celebrate the highs and the lows. You know, you gotta keep your chin up even when you're drowning.
All right, man. Good luck here, feature number 2. And hey, at least you're gonna start somewhat towards the front, yeah.
Which means there's more cars behind me that can be in the wreck than in front of me.
I love the spirit. All right, man. Good luck.
I need it.
Where are you? You in low drag?
Probably.
Okay, there you go. Stuck back in low drag. Okay, warm up's over. Time to move on into the main feature number 2. Get this lap counter thing situated. It's being weird. There we go. Everybody starts to file up on the track. And Diego Turbe, your pole sitter. He gets that after being the first car knocked out of the race. And there you go. Diego for Skur Squad starting on pole in the 88. He'll start next to Bill Rivard in the Taco Bell card. I think he put his decals over top of the one I made for him and it did that. But there you go. Bill Rivard starting second in the Taco Bell card. Yeah, Blake Giglio starting third. Got his M9 performance machine there. They have Jeremy Scherer starting fourth in the Dr. Pepper, the one you crave machine. Ryan File, OG gear car, starting in the 5th spot. Hayden Lowell in the Napa machine starts in 6th. And you got Brad Wilson starting 7th in the OG gear car. Cody Brown Sundrop car starts in the 8th spot. Ian Montrose C2X car starts 9th. Lucas Weiswell roll off 10th. The 712 Rakes car. Dalton Hayes Scooby-Doo machine starts in 11th. Mike Edwards in the Schreckmobile starts in 12th. Trent Sneed, Dirty Boys Automotive car, starts in 13th. And Casey Graves, the True Speed car, one feature number 1. He'll start at the tail of the field in 14th for feature 2. That is your inverted starting lineup, courtesy of the invert after feature 1.
I'm gonna drop back if you can do the thing again.
I can't.
Does he step on his dick 3 races in a row?
It's not 3 races, 3 times.
3 races, buddy. We've only done 1.
Exactly.
It feels like 3.
Cody's done 3. Hayden was only in one of them, though.
Leave me out of this, please.
What's up, Corey? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
I figured what I'll do is I'll just race really hard, go up and get the lead, kill my tires, and then self spin in front of everyone trying to save it and hold off someone.
That sounds like a good idea.
So the exact same thing you did in the last race.
All right, Diego Cerve, Bill Rivard, Blake Giglio, Jeremy Scherer, and Ryan File, your top 5. Here we go. Green flag back out in the air. It shows lap 1 of 17.
That green came out early there, guys.
Came out so quick, I didn't even fucking say it.
Just a heads up, for some reason it's showing me lap 1 of 17, which makes me think maybe it's got a timer involved. I'm not sure.
It's showing me 25 laps in like 45 minutes.
There you go, it's showing 45 minutes, 25 laps for me.
Perfect. Okay, my scoring's being screwy. Thanks. Alright, we avoided a scare where my timing was being fucking weird. Mikey literally did drop to the back. Edwards all the way to the tail. 14th car runs 14th. I believe the 81 or 18, sorry, just brushed the wall. I'm used to Ryan being 81. He's trying to hold off Hayden. We get a wide shot here of all the cars running through 1 and 2. Oh, we're going to get 3 wide. We're going to get 4 wide. This is a bad idea. Oh my gosh. Oh, they thought better of it. Man, battle for the lead. Blake Giglio, Diego Turbe. Diego went low to defend. That's going to give him bad corner exit speed. We'll see how Blake Giglio is able to take advantage. Blake chops the nose. Bill Rivard. Top 3 have kind of broken away a little bit. Down in the 1 and 2 they go. Rivard up a lane. Oof, those cars get so evil off of turn number 2. Rivard trying to get inside Giglio, gets all the way down on the apron, trying to get that car lower. Hayden, meanwhile, battling the hell out of these guys back here in the middle. Got those 2 OG cars up high. Oof. Looks like Hayden wanted to get to the wall to get his corner entry, not quite clear. Diego Under attack from Giglio. Blake's up high. He's brushing the wall. Bill Rivard's trying to get those inside. Jeremy Scherer's all the way on the flat. The Dr. Pepper car drifting backwards. As Rivard puts the move on Giglio. Takes second spot in the Taco Bell machine. So move Bill Rivard up to second. Former Xfinity Series champion in SRL. Ran himself a couple of races in trucks this season and made him eligible for the Open. Got him up into second right now ahead of Blake Giglio, Lucas Hoytsman, and Brad Wilson. So Wilson's trying to hold off Hayden Law. Ryan File there as well. The goons surrounding Hayden. Lucas trying to get past his teammate Blake Giglio for third. And now the top three are all purples. Hayden goes around again. Out of turn number 4 again. This time doesn't collect everybody. And let's see how that happened. He's running outside Ryan File. This time there's contact. Hayden unable to collect it. Gets a piece of Montrose. Montrose tags him in the left door. Holds the brakes. Nobody else involved. Check the damage on the 1 machine. And he's got a little nose damage on the 1. As Hayden went around contact with Ryan File that time. Not sure who's at fault. Not really going to worry about that just yet. I'm going to do that after the race.
Car high.
Well, there you go. There's Hayden's opinion.
Well,
Diego's staying out. Rivard stays out. Hoytsman comes to the pit lane. And 6 laps on their
That
tires.
doesn't feel good.
Edwards stays out. And 4 cars stay out. Everyone else to the pit lane. See if they take 2 or 4. Lucas has some right side damage. I didn't see him get into anything, but apparently some right side damage to fix up for him. And Giglio. Giglio has right side rubbed off of it as well. And you see the crew already able to pop that right front fender back out for Blake. So that'll be good for him. See if anyone takes lefts here. Yep, a couple of them in the back. And most of them take lefts. Lucas is down and away in the 97. I don't see anyone taking 2 here. All of them 20 seconds or longer. So 4 tires for everybody except for the 4 that stay out. Diego Iturbe, Bill Rivard, Ryan File, and Mike Edwards opted not to pit here. I think Edwards was saving his car a little bit. He had dropped to the tail of the field on purpose. Now he's 4th. Problem with him is everybody behind him has brand new Goodyear tires. Starting with Mr. Lucas in 5th, Brad Wilson 6th, Blake Giglio rejoins the field 7th, Dalton Hayes 8th, Trenton Sneed 9th, Casey Graves 10th, Cody Brown 11th, Jeremy Scherrer 12th, as on the pit lane repairing damage are the C2X machines of Hayden Law and Ian Montrose. And, well, some people you ask if he's on C2X, they say yes, some say no. I'm not sure. He's hanging out in low drag for what it's worth, is Mr. Hayden. But the car itself does say C2X on it, so, you know. I don't know. It's confusing. Diego's chosen the inside line. Or just listened to iRacing and lined up there. Never know. Alright, File and Lucas there warming up the tires. Ethan, thanks for the sub, my friend. Welcome back. Good to see ya. Appreciate yous. We're doing some SRX Race of Champions. Completed the Open. We completed the first round. This is the second feature. 17 laps to go. Casey Graves won feature 1. He's currently running 10th. Trenton was 2nd. He's 9th. Mikey was 3rd. And now he is 4th. So Mikey, probably the best average between the 2 races right now. Morgan Shepherd.
3, 2, 1.
Green flag out in the air. GTA 5 looks different. Thanks, Boston. I forgot. We're going back to it after this. Diego Turbe with
Sure
a
you
huge
can't do
jump.
that.
I don't know who Hayden's mad
Yeah,
at.
that's the Daniel Wallace goal.
That is
To be
true.
fair, he went on it as soon as it came through.
Ooh, Mike Edwards and Ryan Fowler going to make contact, and they get into Lucas. Somehow they all save it. That was a lot of leaning on one another.
You're looking nice.
52. I don't know if Morgan ran a 52. 52 is a wear number for me, you know. Brickware Racing.
Chopping me down.
Diego Turbe trying to hold on and defend out there in the lead. Diller Vard, past Xfinity Series champion, trying to get those outside in the Taco Bell car. Oh, Lucas just smacked the wall coming out of turn number 4. I heard him say his car was hurt before that. Well, as he did that. And we got 3 purple cars out front. That's fun. Rivard, Turbe, and Hoytzel. Rivard trying to go the long way around. Flex some muscle in the 10. Fair enough, Scott. Woo, hang on to it, Diego. Sliding up the hill, he's going to go around. Race leader Diego Turbe lost it going through turn number 2. Yellow is out. Hayden about doesn't spin it.
I thought oval was supposed to be easy compared to road. I'm sacrificed to me.
Diego going around.
There's only 2 corners.
Loses the back end and around went Diego. See the back end stepping out on him early, and he's just chasing it all the way up the hill. Tries to stay off of Bill Rivard. Man, the 14 and I believe that was the 51, doing a great job missing him. Mike Edwards and Brad Wilson splitting him. Let's watch it again from Edwards. See him getting out of shape right in front of Edwards. He turns right and still doesn't hit the wall. As you see, Mikey had to save it because of that.
Dude, my brake, my foot just slipped off the brake. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Did I hear my name?
I said you can have it.
Oh, no need for that. Those timing loops got you a hit.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, okay, he bitten.
Yeah, I led last. I'm happy.
Oh my gosh. Blake gets into Edwards in the right rear. Gets Edwards into Brad Wilson. Those cars don't look that bad after that, but wow. See, there's damage on the nose here, the 16. A little bit. Not horrible. Better than he was last race. That was a heck of a hit. Let's see. I think Edwards is fine. Yeah, that bumper bar really saved him. Must have been eating a candle. Alright. Lucas, Brad Wilson, they took tires under the last caution. Edwards stayed out, hasn't pitted all this race. Sits in third. Dalton Hayes, Casey Graves, they took tires on that last caution. Then this caution, Hayden Law has taken 2. Bill Rivard took 4, comes out 7th. Trenton Sneed 4 and 8th. Cody Brown, I believe, 4 and 9th. 19-second stops, pretty quick. Jeremy Scherer comes out 10th. Ryan File 11th. Ian Montrose 12th. Diego Turbe got damage from that spin. He's sitting there fixing up some damage, as is the 16 of Blake Giglio. Both those cars, I'm sure, will repair as much as possible. Saw Blake wasn't really in the wreck, but he caught up with another machine under caution. He's going to get down and away before going a lap down. We'll see if Diego is able to do so as well. He does. Diego rejoined the race in 14th. Lucas Weissman in the 97. You heard him say it. Shaking the top here. The purple and gray machine's going
Damn,
to
I was
send.
gonna give you a little tap, so I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Don't know how that would work because you're lining up beside him either way. So confused. Who else ran 52? Is that one of the... I think Hamilton ran 68 as a lemonade, but I think someone ran the lemonade car as 52. Country Time lemonade. Just can't remember who. Jimmy Means ran 52. I'm pretty sure. If y'all are wondering what we're blabbing about, Scott hit his 52-month streak in Twitch. He likes to associate a driver with it. He does it. I know Jimmy Means was 52. That one for sure. You can put that one in the bank. And then 52 recently was the Rick Ware Racing number when they were 51, 52, 53. I just can't remember who drove it. Nine laps to go from Charlotte in Feature 2 of the SRX Race of Champions. We'll have the points put up shortly after the race. What's up, Jake? Who doesn't? Who doesn't love the boobies? How we doing, buddy? Good to see you. Cheers, everybody. Green flag out in the air. Lucas gets a great jump from that top side. He is trying to run away with it here. Brad Wilson, Dalton Hayes. Wilson gets clear to Hayes. Got second by himself. Hayes battles Edwards for that third spot. And caution is quickly back out. And they are wrecking in the back. Montrose, Rivard all caught up. And let's see what happened. I didn't really get a good look at that one. See Rivard inside Trenton Sneed, and wow, he just lost the back end. Cody Brown gets a little piece. Ian gets a bigger piece. Unfortunately, Ian's just had a rough night. Man, poor Ian. Seems like everything's caught him up, unfortunately. And Bill Rivard losing it in 1 and 2. Going around on his own volition. Proving, once again, these cars are just ridiculously hard to drive. It's why we give them to our champions and say, all right, go have a race. They aren't really much like anything you drive in iRacing, so it's kind of fair, you know. Send them out there and good luck. Figure it out. Working a bunch. How are you, Jake? Appreciate you hanging out. Back under caution. We'll see too many guys pit unless they have damage. Obviously, guys, Ian Montrose, Bill Rivard will probably pit. Cody Brown's picked up a bit of a contact there. You know, those staying out as expected up at the front. I think the first one you'll see pit for real might be Cody. And he is. Cody Brown, first one on the pit lane. Brings Diego Turbe, Ian Montrose, and Bill Rivard. Of course, the last two of those were caught up in the last wreck. I think so too, Will. I should probably put us in iRacing for the last 7 laps on. I forgot. And then we'll switch back. There we go. Title fixed. Game fixed. I hope. Thanks, Boston, for letting me know I had it on the wrong thing. Now I'm going to have to click on this link that Rowdy posted because I want to see who else drove the 52. Jimmy Means, that was the one I said. Balicki was the one that drove it for Rick Ware Racing.
It's alright, William. I love you.
I didn't know Bailey Curry had some starts in it. That's cool. I also did not know Cale Yarborough drove the 52 at any point. That's kind of cool. A lot of different drives had some time in the 52. Jack Sprague. That's a cool list. I'm guessing these are exclusively Cup Series. Yeah. Number 52 in the Cup Series. There you go. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm picking that top again.
Oh, it even tells you the breakdown of manufacturers. There's a 52
Well,
Dodge.
yeah, I can't push you around under this yellow if you're up there.
Brad.
Hey guys, let's count this one down again.
Who's got the best shot to win? Lucas Whiteside, the purple 712 brakes car. He's damn hard to beat anywhere. Plus, he's control car. He is the leader. He gets to decide when they launch, and with only a handful of laps to go, I think he is in position to win this thing. But you can't count out Wilson, Hayes, or Edwards. They're very good at Charlotte. Casey Graves in 4, he won the first race. A lot of good talent behind him. Not going to be a runaway. He has to be perfect, and he does have right side damage on that 97, so he does have to watch out for that. He said it handles a little different. We'll see how it goes. After this, we'll do our points, sort out the whodunits. Most of them are going to be self-spins. The only one we've really got to look at is Hayden and Ryan File, which I'm sure will have no hurt feelings whatsoever. Sure, that'll go great. Blicky's the one you knew that you didn't know? Yeah. Jimmy Means, that's the first one that came to my head. And you can see why looking at that link Rowdy sent. It's like 412 starts. It's the family number. Green flags in the air.
And getting a good start.
I don't know. He's talking about Hayden, maybe? Lucas jumps out to the lead. Brad Wilson second. Mike Edwards battling Dalton Hayes side by side for third. You see the back end step out. Here comes Hayden. He wants to waste no time on those 2 new tires. Inside of 3 wide. He'll sweep around Edwards. Here comes Casey Graves to follow through. Hayes and Edwards are going to make a little contact there. Oh, he's going to get Edwards into the outside wall, and they are crashing across the start-finish line. We are back under caution. That was Hayes and Edwards. Former teammates now
we gotta just say far back.
13th and 14th. Did not go well. Let's see what had happened. It's like Hayes just wasn't as comfortable being near the wall. Comes down into Edwards there. Gets him there. Gets him there. Stays so far away from the wall, just wasn't comfortable being near the wall. And eventually it right hooks Edwards into the outside wall. Let's watch that one from Hayes, just so we're not biased. As people like to say we are. Why would it jump to Hayden? Why would it do that? Crazy thing. I don't know if Dalton maybe didn't know they were 3 wide, or what happened there. Maybe he expected Edwards to be a little lower, so he didn't feel like giving the extra room. See, still he got a few feet there he could move over. You see he based by his car angle, he's turning left right there. His car is pointed very left. Maybe he got loose and it pushed him down in the Mikey a little bit. I don't know. I'm not behind the wheel. Can't tell. All I can say with certain confidence is that wreck was not Hayden's fault. $4X. Yes. A couple of 4Xs given out there. Lucas out in front, going into the green-white checkers, I am sure. We're sitting on 23 right now. If we get lights out, it'll still be 26, I think. So. What fuck? Those are turned off while we got YouTube going. YouTube gets kind of mad at all the sounds, especially if we play copyrighted stuff. Like, you can play the normal stuff, but it's because we have copyrighted sound, we turn them off. See if we get the lights out here, even if we do.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take that outside lane.
To the top goes Lucas. Lines up in front of Casey Graves. Lucas and Casey are in a voice chat together, as is Hayden.
Fuck.
That's a great response to that. We do get extended into lap 26 now, so
Let's wrap this motherfucker up. I got a shit poking through the hole.
Oh no. You're prairie dogging it?
Alright, guys, Lucas has told me when he's going to go on this restart. He's going when he feels like it. So let him take his time.
Alright, Rocky.
I've checked the rule book, and in fact, it says Lucas can go when he feels like it.
Yeah, no, DG, to answer your question, yeah, we're creating a new lane here, the brown line.
Green, white, hecker. That's a good way to say it, Will. I like that. I hope that's not copyrighted. I might steal it. Green, white, hecker. Here we go. Green, white, checker attempt number uno. Lucas, your leader, gets the launch on the outside, trying to bring Casey Graves with him. Casey gets to the outside of Brad Wilson. Hayden's pushing the heck out of Brad Wilson. There they go, wadded up into turn one. Wilson able to hang on to second. Gets clear of Casey Graves. Graves now battles Hayden Lowell, the teammate side by side. Instantly, Lucas tries to break the draft, takes the Wilson machine down there with him. He just wants to get back and see the white flag. Does Lucas Weiss, but Hayden got a hell of a run right there. He'll get up alongside Brad Wilson, battle for second. White flag in the air. This will be the last lap of the race. Lucas Weisman has the lead in firm control. Hayden Lowell's trying to get clear of Brad Wilson for second. Casey Graves all the way up at the wall, won first race. He's going to have a good points night. He's in the top five. Trenton Steed battling him there for the fourth spot. Here comes Blake Giglio out of nowhere. He might not graze out of that top five. They go three wide into turn three. This is all Lucas's to win. Trenton sliding up the hill, gets into Casey Graves. Trenton's going to spin.
That was on me. It got caught in the middle.
Oh no. Trenton goes around. Lucas
We both went for it.
back to the line, gets the win. Hayden Lowell second. Brad Wilson looks to have third. Blake Giglio bouncing it off the wall, takes fourth. Casey Graves gets fifth. Bill Rivard sixth. Diego Iturbe rebounds to finish seventh, so much better than race one for him. Dalton Hayes eighth. Cody Brown ninth. Jeremy Scherer 10th. Ian Montrose 11th. Mikey Evers 12th. Ryan File 13th. And Trenton
It felt
Steed.
like I hit my normal brake line. I think I just went in a lot more shallow than I thought I did. And it just
Trying to
kept
finish the
walking.
race.
I was like, oh, we're not fucking turning.
He'll get there eventually. Wait for it. And keep waiting for it. And Trenton finishes 14th. And Lucas celebrating his win. Let's get in there on Lucas.
I couldn't stop even if I wanted to. Sorry.
All right, let us get a chat here with Mr. Lucas. Lucas Weisman, DG Swiss in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, sir, you got it done here in race number 2, and it looked like having that first position really helped you in all those restarts, getting to be able to control things and get away from the field. Was that the ticket tonight?
Yeah, it was clean air. It was really nice. It wasn't too bad in these cars. Like, if you were up behind somebody, it didn't really hurt you too bad. But being able to see the racetrack in front of you, I think, was the most helpful part, and being able to control what you're doing. So, yeah, I got a little bit of damage there at the start of this feature, but luckily it didn't really hurt me. Honestly, it tightened the thing up a little bit. So being in the front was it's a little bit tighter, wasn't anything bad. So that helped me out a bit there. And catching the cautions when those guys had tires definitely helped things too.
You might be the first person I've ever heard say in my entire life that making an SRX car tighter helped it.
This thing was wicked center off. I mean, I couldn't believe it, what I was feeling with this thing. But it was pretty fun though. It made you drive pretty hard, and that 56 definitely did not like it, I think.
No, I don't think you did. All right, man. Congrats on getting that win here in feature number 2. Be a good points night for you. We see how it plays out here in a little bit. Thank you so much. Got your friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs?
Yep, just a big shout-out to my family for watching. You for putting this thing on. I love the SRX cars, and looking forward to the next 4 weeks doing them. And everybody else who raced tonight. It was a really fun time. All
right. Tell me what you're most looking forward to in the next 4 weeks. What track?
I don't know. The dirt track, no, because I always suck. But Bristol, I won that, I think, last season in this. The road course is always fun. I mean, all of them except for Lime Land, really.
There you go. All right, man. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Lucas Heitzman getting the win here. Track down that 56 of Hayden. And Hayden, DG, I get to talk to you for a good reason this time.
Yay. Thank God.
Well, it looked like you finally figured it out by the end of the night and were able to bring it home in P2. You got the 2 tires there at the end and helped you get a few cars late, and that was pretty fun to watch. How was it out there for you?
Yeah, it felt much better. Just kind of getting reused to how short this steering box is on this brand of race car. So kind of got it figured out. Got the inputs way more minute, and kind of pulled some strategy. Got 2 tires and was able to get past those shine cars there at the end and bring home a podium finish.
I hit a button that I shouldn't hit.
Oh no.
My Photoshop popped up. That's weird. Anyway, congrats on that strong run tonight. The 2 tires working out for you to get a couple spots at the end. Couldn't quite get to Lucas, not enough laps, but still a good night for you after the disastrous first race. So we'll pretend it didn't happen and pretend you had a very mediocre night.
Yeah, I think it averages out to being slightly worse than I would have wanted. So we'll go into next week, whatever it is, and hopefully not do the same thing again.
Hopefully have a lot less adventure coming out there number 4. I'll tell you that. All right, man. Give me your friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us, and we'll let you get out of here.
Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, C2X, Madigan Motorsports, Low Drag Esports, as always. You, Swiss, for putting on our SRX and Sidecar series. And everyone for coming out and dealing with my dick stepping. And hopefully it doesn't make people not want to show up next week.
All right, man. Congrats on the strong second race here tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Will do.
Drop him in any random chat because it looks like the rest of his teammates left. And let's track down Brad Wilson in the 51. Bradley DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we brought it home third tonight after getting snookered by Hayden's 2 tires there at the end. How was it out there, and what did you maybe need for that Lucas guy? Just some more laps under green?
Maybe. We couldn't really fire off well on 1 lap run or under green white checkered, so it was just more or less just trying to hope that Hayden would get by me quick enough that he'd get up there. Maybe those 2 get into it. Maybe we can luck into something. I don't run this car enough. Granted, I don't think anybody does because usually this car sucks. But
very true.
Just happy we could pull him with P3 tonight.
10-4. Well, congrats on the strong P3 here in Feature 2. Hopefully we'll see you back here next week. Thanks for running with us, and yeah, we appreciate you, my friend. You got those friends, family, sponsor shout-outs?
Shout out to you for putting this on, everyone for showing up tonight. Gotta shout out Winning Dunes, picking up me, Ryan, OG here, FBS Hayden as well. Carson for kind of helping me out a little bit, kind of understand a little bit more where to run. Shout out Blake too. Shout out everyone, really. Like, it was just honestly a fun race.
There we go. All right, but get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night, and hopefully we'll see you back here next week.
Thanks, sir.
Drop him down on his channel, and we're done with that. Let's go ahead and look at our final results here for feature number 2. And we can get on out of here for the night. Lucas Hoyts by Hayden Lowell, Brad Wilson get on the podium. Blake Eagley and Casey Gray rounding out the top 5. Casey won feature number 1, so the good points night for the number 4 machine. Bill Rivard, Diego Iturbe, Dalton Hayes, Cody Brown, Jeremy Scherer. And our final page, Ian Montrose, Mike Edwards, Ryan File, and Trenton Sneed. Thanks for everyone coming out tonight. All the drivers that attempted to qualify in through the open, we appreciate you so much. And we will see you guys back here next week. And we are headed to Bristol, so that should be fun, going to the short tracks. Hope you guys can make it back for that. Thank you so very much. And we'll see you guys next week. That wraps up the YouTube. Now we're just the Twitch streams. We can get the music on and run over the whodunits, put the points out, and all that sort of thing.